Hello, everyone. This is Talk Time with Cynthia. I come today kind of talking on the subject that I guess dealing with death. I've been down that road. I'm a widow, mother of three, and being a widow is not the first time I've dealt with that. I lost my first child. I was 6.5 months pregnant before uh, my first baby died, so I had dealt with death in that way. And then after that, I had my second child, and when she was 5 years old, my husband was killed. Um, so that was the second time I dealt with death, you know. And then the third time was when my father died, and second time was the fourth time. Sorry, y'all. Was when my mother died. So um, so death is hard. It is really hard, and it's like you have a new normal. So you have to figure out what that's gonna be from that point on. Whether you losing a child and you prepared to hold this child in your arms, and then to find out that that's not that's not gonna happen. It's painful, and so you have to figure out how to deal with that. And it's not just you, but your partner or your husband. And so you got to try to you carried the child, but you still got to try to be considerate to the father who looked forward to having the child just as much as you did. So then there's that, and then losing a mate, and so you're not the only one. So sometimes you get so caught up in the emotional part of it. Um, Sometimes people forget that, yeah, you as the wife lost a husband, but then the children lost a father, and their mother and his mother and his father lost a son. And then you got these people that loved him outside, because he, you know, if they are amazing people, then they're gonna have friends that love them just as hard as you did. So then there's that. So you as the wife have to make sure that you're thinking about everybody. You want to think about yourself too, but then you want to be considerate and know that you got other people that is missing this person too. So you have to have compassion in that way too, even though you're trying to grieve yourself. So there's that. And then when you lose a parent, mother or father. In my case, I wasn't very close to my father, but in the back of your mind, and I don't know about you guys, in the back of my mind, I just felt like, even though I really didn't know him, I knew of him, and I know where he was and everything. And in the back of my mind, I always felt like I was gonna get that opportunity to meet him, because I remember for my graduation, I had written a letter to the place where the child support people had gave an address the child support people had gave me, and I asked them to come to my graduation. And I remember looking up in the stands and stuff, because we had it at the stadium. And I remember looking up in the stands and saying, I wonder, is he out there looking at me and just won't come and approach me? But I remember really wanting him to be there, you know. But so then, like I said, you losing a father, and or a mother, parents. So, and that's hard. So and then with my mother, she passed. She passed both passed of cancer. My father had lung cancer. I found that out in later years. And then my mother, she had uterine cancer. So, um, and whether the parent was there the whole time or whether the parent wasn't, you still feel some sense of loss, and like, and especially with the parents, when you lose a parent, it hurt because, um, especially if you do, like for me, I did a lot for my mother, but when they gone, it just don't seem like it's enough. So you feel that, and then when you lose a parent, then I mean it's just like your anchor is gone. Where's my place in the world? Um, it just feel like you don't have nowhere that you got roots no more because your father gone, your mother gone, and where are my roots? And then so I hear some people say, um, my parents was the thing, the glue that held everything together. And once my mother died or once my father died, everybody just scattered, things fell apart. You know, um, you just feel like that it's so different when you lose your parents because your parents was the one that made sure everybody tried to relate to each other or held things at bay or whatever. So it's hard when you lose a parent. It's hard when you lose anybody. And people grieve differently. You have some people, they grieve by moving on, and then you have people who have a problem with people grieving in that way. Just move on to the next person, and because and you can't judge that. I didn't do that, and I don't want to make it seem like just because I didn't do that I'm better. No, people grieve differently. So if you see somebody feeling like I just can't do this by myself, I need to have somebody by my side, they still grieving, especially if you know for yourself that they really loved that person and that person was there all and all, and then you see them just seeming like they can't, they in about a month or so time, maybe 6 months or whatever, 5 months, I don't know, decide that they want to start dating or whatever. Don't judge, because until you walk a day in a life in somebody else's shoes, you don't know. Now it took me 5 years before I decided to move on and started seeing somebody. So, but it's hard. It's really hard. Um, and then like, and for my kids, right? My kids, well, my youngest, I mean my oldest, cause my youngest I was still pregnant. I was 5.5 months pregnant with my youngest, when my husband passed. But my oldest, she just never really wanted to go to the gravesite, so I didn't make her go. And I always felt like his body was there, but my memories and him in my heart, I didn't want to go visit a dead body. I just wanted to remember him how I remembered him before he left that day and told me he had to go do a job, and then he never came back. So, and I remember that day just as clear. Um, but I'm just saying, uh, everybody grieves differently. They grieve different. So, and you don't want to sit in judgment of nobody. So, and let them grieve. Um, but and with my youngest, I don't think I saw her. I'm not my youngest, but my oldest. I don't think I saw her cry for her father to this. You know what? Yes, she did. One day she did. She did cry and said how she missed him or whatever, and how she felt like life would have been a little different for her if he was still around. So, but she didn't go through a huge traumatic um thing, and I thank God for that. Um, but with my and then okay, and then so my my youngest, she never knew who he was. So I always felt like, when am I gonna tell her? When am I gonna tell her? You know, what happened, and explain everything. And so when I felt like, okay, it's time to tell her, well, my oldest daughter had already told her. I don't know how she told her or whatever, but she had already told her, and I was really grateful for that. Not that you leave that up to them to do, but because that, to me, in my mind, that was a hard thing to do. Um, and every now and then I check in on her and I say, are you okay? Do you miss your father? Do you wish you had known who he was and everything? And she would have this look on her face, and I know that there is some sense of longing there, but then I look at her, but there's a sense of understanding the situation and realizing that this is what it is. So, but hopefully I'm not all over the place with this, y'all. But I just wanted to talk on that, and just try to make some sense of losing somebody, because it's a really hard, it's a difficult thing to feel like I'm never gonna see that person again. I won't never get to talk to them. I won't get to laugh with them. I won't get to hug them. I won't get to kiss their face. I won't get to be intimate with them anymore. Just different things like that. It's just a lot of things that you just feel like, and then you're gonna miss out on. And then right then, for me, dealing with the fact that when other people lose people, I just start crying for them, because I'm so sad for them, because they never gonna see that person again. And it really breaks your heart, especially when you see a family that is so tightly wind, like Kobe Bryant family wind together so tightly, and you just know that it just like when he was taken away, it was something that's ripped from her core, the core of her. That. You just absolutely know that, because they was tied so tight together, so something ripped, something broke inside. So it's just so sad when you really, really think about that. So, and that's why we have to be loving and kind and be compassionate one for another, because we never know what it is that people go through, because death is a powerful thing. And especially when you young, he was 41 years old, and nobody was expecting to lose him that young. So you be feeling like, trying to straighten my camera, y'all. So you be feeling like this guy at least have another 50, 60 years. Well, no, not 60, because that'd be. But you never know. As healthy as he looked and everything, and as healthy as he was working out every day, he might have lived 100 years or more. You never know. So anyway, that's what you be expecting. But then all of a sudden, then this happens, and you feel like, oh my goodness, and then it makes you question your own immortality, immortality, and make you feel like, if this guy was such a great guy, and if you felt like that you didn't quite measure up, I might better be looking around and see when my time is coming, because somebody so great and that was doing so much good in the world was snatched away so quickly, and then a mere babe child was taken. Somebody that was following in his footsteps, and so it really makes you question it when you see babies leaving the world, because somehow that don't seem fair. And I just keep saying, and I know I'm wrong for saying it, but I just keep saying that's BS, because oh my goodness, it's just so much to even think about, to even wrap your mind around. It's a hard thing, you know. And my heart just go out to Vanessa and her family, and Kobe Bryant's mother and father, and his sisters. It just, I don't know, it just seems so unfair. You know, when you got, and not saying that nobody needs to die, but I'm saying you got these people in the world that is just doing the most, and they live to be 90, 100 years old, and people who are just some of the best people in the world tend to stick around. I mean, tend to leave quick. Same thing with my mother. One of the greatest people you'll ever meet will give you her last and the shirt off her back. And I feel like she just left too soon. You know, at the moment in time, she was doing the most good in the world, just like Kobe Bryant was doing the most good in the world. So, comment down below and let me know if you feel like people who are good seem to be taken away faster than people who just determined to be destructive. Just let me know how you feel about that. And I don't want to create no animosity or nothing, or no bad ill feelings or whatever. But I just feel like, what is going on that this is happening? I don't know. I'm really torn up about like everything, and then it made me reflect back on my own situation, and I just want to be so sad. I just want to cry, but then I know you can't really do that, because one thing about me, like when people die and I go to their funeral, I feel like it's not fair for me to go to their funeral and cry more than them, and I end up doing that because I have such a broken heart for people, and for people who are in pain, So I don't know, y'all. It's just a lot when you think about it. And I keep, I stroll through YouTube and I just see, Kobe's face and his wife's face and his kid's face, and I just have to stop and look and just listen. It just seems like I just can't get past it, and I'm like, I don't even know this man, and I'm crying for this man, and for his family, and I guess that's what you call empathy, for the fact that I've been through it. I've dealt with it. It's such a great loss, but hopefully Vanessa, and I know she'll get through it. It's gonna be some days when she's gonna feel like she's through it, and then on the next turn she's gonna be feeling like that she's in the thick of it. I know what that's like. I know what that's like. So, but and not saying that I know what she's going through, because every experience is different, and I don't want to make it seem like that. So I don't know what she's going through, but I know I've been through my own. I dealt with my own, so I know. So, and I just pray God give her strength to pull through with her girls, and that they will become their successful self, and just let the legacy their father's legacy continue. You know, I'm telling you, it's just a lot, a lot, a lot. I don't know. I'm telling this world, it make you wonder, you know, why things happen the way they do. And so that's the reason why we need to really embrace each other and love on each other and try to understand each other and make peace with one another and leave all the anger behind and move past the past. You know, yeah, this happened in the past and that happened in the past and racism and this, that, and the other. Yeah, all of that happened. But we just have to move past that and just love each other and hurt when each other hurt. And just be there to be a shoulder and to give an embrace to somebody that you know that is hurting and that is in pain. And understand when somebody strike out at you, try to look past that moment of striking out and try to look past and say, I wonder what they're going through. I wonder why they did that. Opposed to they struck out at you and you feel, look, you finna give it back to them. You give it to me, I'm giving it back to you. And I raise my hand first and say I'm a prime example of you give it to me, I'm giving it back to you, and I'm gonna try to give it to you harder. I have been there. But now I want to be in a space where I want to say, I wonder what they're going through. They must be having a rough day. And then just stop for a moment and then just say like a 10-second prayer for them. Like God bless them and strengthen them where they're weak and build them up where they're torn down and throw your loving arms around them and have mercy upon them, Lord, in Jesus' name. Just that simple prayer right there is a help. And just release some good energy up into the universe for them so that they'll be able to get past some things. Because I'm telling you, you don't know what people go through. You don't know what wearing their shoes consists of. You don't know. So let's just try to be kind and loving and reach out to people. So anyway, y'all, I know this is kind of somber or whatever, but I was looking at the Lakers just before they played basketball game, just before they played the game, and saw LeBron saying what he was saying, and then seeing Usher sing the song he sung, and just it just made me very emotional. And I don't care, like I was hearing that somebody was saying, well, Kobe did this and Kobe did. I don't care about any of that anymore. I just wanna spew forth love, compassion, and just understanding, and not just for Kobe and his family, but for the 7 other people that passed and their family. And so just embrace people. I don't care if they're polka dot, orange, or cream color, striped. I don't care. Let's just love each other. And I know y'all probably say, oh, here she go again, saying the same thing. How many videos she gonna make saying the same thing? I'm gonna make them until we get it, until I see us making a difference. Then I'm gonna start talking about them people that I see that's making a difference. I'm gonna come and be talking about people that I see making a difference. That's what I'm gonna be talking about whenever I see. Just like I just made the part 2 video about people making a difference and reaching out to each other. That's what we have to start putting on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok. Just positive things. and moments of embracing each other, moments of love, moments of compassion, moments of kindness. This is what we have to do, and I'm gonna keep saying it until it becomes something that is so big and so huge that it's gonna become a phenomenon that it's just gonna take over the world. I mean, cause we got people over in Iraq, people over in Iran, people over in Israel, just killing each other. People and just people over here in the States, just killing each other. Black on black crime, white on white crime, just killing each other, just destroying each other, and we got to do better, y'all. I'm telling you, it's just so deep in my heart. It's so deep in my heart. But yeah, so I don't want to belabor that point because I know that we're talking about grief and we're talking about loss. And like I said, as far as grief is concerned, it's gonna take a while for people to get past it. And even right now, let me see. 2000, I lost my husband, and sometimes I still feel a way, on some days, and I just feel sad that somebody so young, because he passed at 35 years old, so somebody so young that had to leave the children who he loved more than anything in the world. I'm talking about my husband now. That he loved more than anything in the world, and then I'm sad for the fact that they don't get to spend that time with this amazing man that I knew, that I saw spent so much time with children, and would get down on the ground with them and roll around with them on the ground. My kids didn't get to experience that with their father. They didn't. They didn't get to see that side of them. My oldest, she had 5 years of it, but you know how, when you're young and you're working and trying to make things for the future. So he worked 2 jobs or whatever. So, there's that. And so that didn't seem so bad when it was happening. But the fact that he passed so young, now it just seemed like huge. Because, every second should have been taken to spend time and to make memories and to just have something that when they're gone, you could have something to look back on. And that's hindsight, and you don't see that when it's happening. It don't seem such a big idea. Somebody working 2 jobs and trying to put money away so they can have a great future. And then sometimes in a situation like that, you feel like, you can't win for losing. And you got to work. You got to take care of your family. But it's so many things that you feel like you should have said and you could have done that was different. And what could have I done to make things different? And just know this, that life happens to us all. And it's going to happen to us all. And we just have to stay strong in the midst of life happening all around us. There's nothing we can do about it, because when God calls us home, that's where we going. Ain't nothing we can do to stop it. And sometimes it don't seem like you can make enough memories. It really don't. So, I don't know, y'all. But I do know this. I know I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I thank y'all for coming to this channel and just listening at me ramble along, whether you like it or not. I thank God for my 12 subscribers. I appreciate it that y'all stay subscribed with me, stay listening at me, clicking on to me, and making me feel like I want to be better for y'all. I do this for y'all because I love y'all. And I do this for myself. I'm not just saying I'm just for you, but I do this for myself because it makes me feel amazing. It makes me feel good that y'all take out the time to swing by the channel and listen at me ramble on and on. I appreciate that. So I just want to say I thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and click the bell so that you get all of my notifications, and share with your family and your friends. And don't forget to give me thumbs up. If you give me thumbs down, Let me know why you giving me thumbs down, and maybe I can improve upon this channel. But you guys stay sweet, stay strong. Don't let nothing get the best of you, and lean and depend on your family, and love your family, and embrace your family. In Jesus' name. You guys have a good one. Bye.